Timothy Hirsch with Omni Insurance Brokerage, and I wanted to go through today a video on how an insurance agent does an insurance quote. So generally in my office, we have people call in and they'll just say, I want a quote for a certain amount of insurance. It's term insurance and I want it for this length of time. So I want this video for that individual who's calling in just to see some rates and wonders exactly how we get our rates. So it's important to understand that we all have the same prices, whether you go call the company directly, if you call an independent agent like myself or any other independent agent, all the rates are the same. It's regulated by the insurance industry, and that's, a big piece of the puzzle that I'm sure people wonder about, making sure that they get the best possible rate for themselves. So this is someone 50 years old, a male in California, $250,000 of term insurance. And down here, I select the length of term. I put 20 years here, and that takes us to the bottom. So it's really this simple. And this is the hardest part of it because it is a moving target based on companies, and this is the rating that a client's going to be approved for. So we can only do our best to guess at what this is, and it is no better than a guess based on what our clients tell us health-wise and their risk. We'll assess it based on where we think it's going to fall. Now, it comes out pretty accurate, but you never know what's in someone's history as far as they look at medical records from all the way back in our entire life, basically. So as they're doing their due diligence, which is called underwriting, they may find something, but the vast majority are going to be standard. And there's actually below these even ratings, they're called table ratings, but for this video and all intents and purposes, the preferred's the best rating, and then standard would be the lowest, and there's a couple in between. So I want to show you how this can affect you though. Like if you have someone just trying to, or you get that mailer in the mail that says, oh, $10 life insurance. Well, generally speaking, they are giving you the preferred rating. So you have a 20-year term here. I mean, you may not be a 50-year-old male, but you can look at this and it bodes true for any category, any health. So you have a company that's $43.44. Then this is again how easy it is for us to adjust this and get the rates that we all have. It's just a matter of we're able to compare a ton of different companies, and I'll show you that in a second. So you expected to pay $43. Underwriting again takes 2 to 4 weeks. So at the end of that time period, the company's going to say, here's your plan. Here's what you are approved for based on our underwriting of your plan. Now it's $76 a month. So you can see where people would be upset there. So it's very important to try to get that accurate number up front so there's no surprises on the end, and it can work both ways as well. If we put in for standard because that's where we thought we were going to be, if they approve you for better, which does happen, companies do that, then you would actually get that lower rate. So you'd pay less than what you expected to. It is fair. I know people don't like that part of it because it's unpredictable, but they don't know you until they learn a little bit about you and fill out their application, and then they can do their research. So I want to show you some of the companies here. Now, this is one website that we use. We'll compare, depending on the client, what they're looking for, 3 or 4 websites with one of them has every single company that's out there. But this one's generally used the most. It's called iPipeline by most agents. And you can see that same plan can go for $273 a month down here with a surety. That went for $77 a month here with Transamerica. So it's good to compare a lot of different companies because you just want to pay the least amount when you have term insurance. And if you are a person who says, hey, you know what, I want an A+ or an A-rated company, that's fine. We'll still work our way down from the least expensive to the most expensive until we find an A+ like Banner Life here that's only $2 more expensive, versus if you just called John Hancock down here, an A+ rated company, you might pay $111 and never get to compare the other companies. So I hope this video helped today in serving its purpose to show you what we do for a quote. Actually, there's one more thing I want to mention. We can do this with you across the screen too. If you're at your computer, It's called a screen share, where you could see our screen and we can do your quote live. So great to have you available at a computer, just being able to accept an email and you can see your quotes live, compare all the companies and choose your plan that easily too. So, ultimately, you're getting the best deal. All right. This is Tim Hirsch with Omni Insurance, and appreciate you tuning in today.